Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're connecting to us from. We're coming live here for myself from Canada, and I also have you here is coming from Belgium. We just want to just discuss with you people. For those who have not been listening to our videos before, go back to previous recordings so that you can get an idea of who we are and what we're talking about within the business space and the online space. My name is Balkisu Sise. I am a trained social worker. I also worked as a team leader and a trainer for a financial company. And right now, I'm a full time digital business owner living in Canada, originally from Sierra Leone. And here I have you. You can introduce yourself to the audience, please.
Hi, hello everybody. It's good afternoon from Belgium. My name is Yuji Chika. I am a mom of an adorable 3-year-old daughter. She's on my laps now, busy on her tablet, and I am originally from Nigeria and a business analyst full time. And I am also running my digital business on the side for now as part time.
Awesome. And that's the beauty of this. As you can see, people, we're all over the world. It's a global business. So,
Yeah.
irrespective of where you are at, keeping in mind that you can do this. What we're about to discuss here is how we can navigate the fear and challenges as a stepping stone to success in online business. So
Mhm.
we know that there are just many fears, there are many skepticism when it comes to the online space. I
Yeah.
myself, for example, I know that I was always skeptical. I used to have a job where I prevented fraud as a fraud analyst. So I can understand the fear that people have. Your security level is always heightened in the things that you come across, like trying to look into so many factors
Mhm.
or so many
Yeah.
things that may actually seem true, but they are not. So
Mhm.
we understand the skepticism. So we just want to kind of highlight how you can use those fear to your advantage, how you can use those challenges to build yourself up so
Yeah.
that the fear does not rule your world, because fear itself is a natural occurrence for human beings, right?
Mhm.
But how you can take that fear and use it to your own advantage. That's what we want to discuss to you about.
Mhm.
There are just some points that I wanted to highlight myself. When you are afraid, keeping in mind that yes, there are certain steps that you can always take in order to help you or guide you through those fears.
Mhm.
First, you need to recognize and acknowledge, why are you afraid? Because sometimes there are deeper roots to the fear itself.
Mhm.
And is it something probably you have been duped before?
Mhm.
Probably you have had some kind of negative experience before. And so when you see something that is presented to you and you see opportunities that are presented to you,
Mhm.
kind of like, this is just another one. And many instances, we see opportunities that come in front of us. And
Mhm.
because of those bad experiences that we have, we fail to take action. And we
Yeah.
want to make sure that we bring this information to you all so that you
Mhm.
can take the action that is necessary. Okay to be
Yeah.
afraid,
Mhm.
but okay to step away from that fear and take the action that is necessary. I don't know if you
Mhm.
want to add a little bit into that, Eugene.
Yeah. You're absolutely right because I was listening to one of our business partners interview that she was speaking on, and then
Mhm,
she said, "Fear is a stopper." Right?
mhm,
Fear can actually, trigger something in you to do your due diligence, or
mhm,
fear can also, stop you from achieving your dreams. You know, for instance, I'll use a very natural analogy, right? Every woman, whether you've had the experience of childbirth or not, know that it is not easy to bear forth fruits, to bear forth your child. Labor pain is out of this world. Would you say because of labor pain, you would not have a child if you really wanted to have a child? I mean, I remember the first time my before I even had my child, my friend had her first baby, and excitedly I asked her, "So tell me, how was the labor pain? How was the experience?" Okay, excuse me, my daughter's nanny is here. Let me just attend to them. Excuse me.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, people. You need to recognize that there are many challenges that happen in life. And irrespective of that, that should not stop you from doing what you need to do. Because those fears that we have are the things that propel us to be who we are. When we challenge them and when we venture forth, it helps us recognize what our capabilities are. And you can never do that, and you can never know what you are capable of if you let fear stop you from achieving your dreams. Yeah, it's
Sorry
really,
about that.
you know, that's okay. But that's the beauty of this, right? We're doing this on,
Yeah,
and at the same time, we are able to take care of our families, which is great.
sure. Okay. So I was saying that in excitement, I asked my friend, "How was the experience?" And she said, "Yuji, I can't explain. It's an experience that every woman should experience for herself.
Hmm.
It's a pain every woman should experience for herself." And then at some point, as much as I wanted a child of my own, but I was also afraid of becoming pregnant. I was afraid of all of those, weird cravings, afraid of just having another human being in me for 9 months. I'm like, wow, 9 months. But when I think of the joy that this human being will bring to my life, it
Hmm.
didn't matter to me anymore. So the point I'm trying to make is this: if something makes you to be afraid, you need to find out why am I afraid? Is
Absolutely.
there something, I mean, you focus on the price, right? There's always a price attached to anything that you're working, I mean, the success, right? And that should be enough inspiration, enough drive to be able to keep you going. The fact that I like using examples or analogies to answer my questions. So the fact that we are having air accidents, railway accidents, road accidents, and on the sea does not mean that we will stop traveling. you
Exactly.
know, we must make movement,
Hmm. Hmm.
even whether you go by foot, on your bicycle, in your car. Accident is bound to happen. But would that fear restrict you from walking? Would that
Hmm.
fear restrict you from biking? Will it restrict you from driving? No. But somehow you've overcome. And then for us Christians, we will always say things like, "It is not my portion," or "God forbid," or "God is my guidance," or "The angels are protecting me," and stuff like that. That is the same mindset I bring to business.
Hmm.
For instance, I mean, when I was also looking for this business, I had my fear. And you mentioned something about having worked in the fraud unit before. In my previous profession, I was one of the people who tried to, detect frauds, in the risk management unit.
Yes.
You know, in fact, I am very good in that aspect. That anytime that I'm called to do some scrutiny or whatever, I always find something, even when the auditors have searched,
I
have gone
know.
through.
I hear you. I
That's
hear
how
you.
meticulous I am. So fear is not enough to keep you. Fear is not enough to stop you. Because the most important thing is to identify why you are afraid, take them one after the other and address them
Mhm.
and be able to move on from there, basically.
That's great. Irrespective, I like the analogies that you put forth. And the thing
Mhm.
is, irrespective of all those fears, we still need to move on, right?
Yeah.
But if you have certain guidelines in place, that could help you. One, just as you mentioned, recognizing um, why are you afraid.
Right.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, do your research,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And another thing I will always say is like get the support system within you,
Yeah.
people that are going to cheer you on. At the same time, people who will tell you when you're doing something wrong,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's not
Yeah.
always to have people around you that are going to sugarcoat things. But when
Exactly.
you have that support group, like we do within this community, like
Mm-hmm.
it's an amazing business community, sis. Like
Yeah.
I feel really blessed to be part
Yeah.
of this team
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because irrespective of you, of us having our lifetime coaches and our mentors, which we
Mm-hmm.
both are, we are mentors here, right?
Yeah.
Irrespective of that fact, we have a community of now over 191,000, wherein
Mm-hmm.
people are there to support you. If your coach is not there, they're there to support you. So
Absolutely.
it's get some people who are going to push you through. Get
Mm-hmm.
people of like-minded people around you who are going
Mm-hmm.
to cheer you on, but at the same time are okay to tell you when you are going wrong. Because if you yourself do not have the kind of people and you're listening to what other people are saying, in
Mm-hmm.
most cases, you fail to live your dreams for yourself
Mm-hmm.
because you're listening completely to what other people are saying and you do not
Yeah.
recognize what you want for yourself. People will
Absolutely.
always talk. So
Mm.
when you're having people around you, make sure that you're having people that support you positively.
Mm.
People will always talk and people will always say things, no matter what you do, good or bad. But at the same time, if you live your life for others, you're not living your life for yourself. And remember,
Mm-hmm.
people are not
Mm-hmm.
paying your bills.
Mm-hmm.
They're not paying your bills. You have to
Exactly.
pay your bills yourself. So
Yeah.
recognizing that there is an issue behind why you're afraid, but at the same time taking the necessary steps in
Mm-hmm.
order to face those fears. When you face those
Yeah.
fears, when you surmount them, it helps. Because I always believe that everything that goes through in life, even if you've had a challenge before, those things that go through in life or the things that you go through in life are the things that mold you to who you are as a human being. So you
Mm-hmm.
cannot regret those issues or those circumstances that you've experienced. But those are the things that build you up. So take them as a
Yeah.
learning experience and then move forth.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. In
You
fact,
know.
just to add to that, I remembered one of the podcasts that's by Oprah Winfrey, and then
Mm,
he said the reason why people do not move on or do not try or are just around everywhere is because they are too busy doing what people think
mm,
they should do.
yeah.
They are too busy, living the lives people want them to live without even, reflecting and asking, what do I want to do as a person? Who do I want to be? Not who should I be? Who do
Hmm.
I want to be? That. So unless you identify who you want to be, what you want to do, then you will keep on going around the circle and living the life of others or what the world portrays for you to live, basically.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing, being a people pleaser. Um,
Yeah.
you don't want to be a people pleaser. I always
Yeah.
say, when you do something, do it because you want to do it, not because you
Mm-hmm.
want to please people.
Yeah.
Because living as a people pleaser, you're living your life. I cannot stress that enough. You're living your life for somebody else. No
Mm-hmm.
matter how good you are, no matter how well you do for people, people will always talk. But you have to
Absolutely.
reflect in yourself and think, what do I want for me? Do I
Mm-hmm.
value myself enough to invest in myself for the
Yeah.
betterment for me and for my family?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or am I gonna sit back and wait for what people are I'm not take action because I'm afraid I'm gonna be judged. I'm
Yeah.
afraid that people are gonna say this. Like
Mhm.
most
Mhm.
of us, like for myself, I will say you talk about all these little stories, and I understand what you're talking about. For myself, just even being here on social media, that was not my thing. But I
Mhm.
faced my fears, and I cannot
Absolutely.
believe what I was capable of doing, that I could be doing this here and right now.
Mhm.
Because if for those who know me, I am not a social media person, but I would never have known that I could do this
And
if
to
I,
think that you focused on this on your business full time.
I
Someone
know.
who was
I know. So give yourself credit, people. Don't
Mhm.
limit yourself. Don't put yourself in a box. You
Mhm.
invent a box for yourself, and it disallows you from growth.
Yeah.
And you're bigger and better than what you think you are. But
Mhm.
you will never know until you take that step forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
right.
know if you want to add anything to that for our viewers here.
No, no, no. That's it for me. Yeah.
Okay. Before we go, I always like to tell people I like quotes. I tell people that I like quotes because sometimes quotations, as simple as they are, it speaks to everything that you want to say in many words.
Yeah.
So we are encouraging people here. If it's something that you think you've been afraid of trying something new, and you feel like you don't have the information that is necessary, we are inviting you here to take the step that is necessary and register for a webinar that we normally do Tuesdays and
Mhm.
Thursdays. Like today, there's one. Register so that you can get the information that you need, because when you get the information that you need, it makes a huge difference. You can make informed decisions.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I will leave this with the audience here. And this is my code for you. It's a be first rate version of yourself instead of a second rate version of someone else. Do not live your life for anybody else. Live it for you and for the better version of yourself. So I want to thank our audiences. I don't know if you have anything else to say, but I just want to thank our audiences for their time.
Yeah, nothing much to say, but I would just add that, when we want to bring it down to our business, I mean, our topic, bringing it down to our business, I would say that if we resonate with you and you want to check us out on our website, one of the ways that you can overcome any fear or doubt is to do your due diligence, is to
Mm-hmm.
do your feasibility studies, is to ask questions and watch the free webinar that you will see when you log on our page. I mean, that would be like an information gathering phase for you to help you build enough knowledge foundation to get to the point of conviction where you can say, I'm ready to run with this. You know, so that's basically it from me. Yeah.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Whenever you're
Mhm.
listening to this or hearing this, thank you for your time. Until next time, until we come again with new guests, thank you again and goodbye for now.
Bye.